If there's one contest that fascinates all of us and occupied much of my career, it's the simple idea of deciding the one person at the pointy end of the entire world, the fastest runner on Earth. For a year, the world has been gazing at a Queensland teenager as though he's a blazing comet, and it's impossible to look away because who knows where he might end up. Hopefully at the Olympic Games, right here in his hometown of Brisbane. His name is also not easily forgotten, but Gout Gout has never spoken about his gift until now. In this 7 News Spotlight special, we gather some legends of Australian athletics for the story of a young bloke who has enough talent to become one of them.
Yeah, you know what it takes. It takes all effort. Nothing comes without grind, hard work, perseverance.
My dream is I want to be one of the best athletes Australia has ever seen. I want to go to the big events. I want to go to the Olympics. I want to go to the 28 Olympics in LA. I want to go to the Brisbane Olympics, hopefully here in Brisbane. And I just want to show the world that I am Gout and I'm here to stay. And the Olympics is the best place to do that.
Nothing's better than the feeling of victory.
Dreams. I mean, do you ever have a moment with young Gout where you talk about what might happen?
I suppose when we talk about it, it's like, it's not might, it's like when. We don't do might, it's when. Is that the right thing I can say?
I love it. Media loves those things, don't you worry. And for Gout, is it when and not might?
Yep.
He's finally stopping to talk. After stopping the clock in times that have shaken the world.
Hi, Bruce.
Gout, it's a great pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too.
I've been looking forward to this.
Me too.
Thank you. Come and sit down and we'll have a chat, eh? What a couple of months you've had, eh?
Yeah, it's been a crazy couple of months, so.
Been fun, though?
Yeah, it's definitely been fun.
In case anyone missed it,
Look at this kid go.
last December, this teenager blasted onto the world stage by going faster than Usain Bolt at the same age, a month shy of 17.
He is absolutely gone. He is out of this world. 20.07. That is not human. That is the fastest 200-metre runner in Australian history. Believe the hype.
The greatest ever didn't run this fast at this age.
That is just mind-boggling.
Away, Bolt got a good start.
But Usain Bolt went on to set records yet to be broken
I never thought we'd see it.
and was unbeaten across 3 Olympics.
Usain Bolt is out of this world.
Hence, all the fuss about Gout.
The fastest we've ever seen.
There were millions of hits
And stolen the eyes of the world.
and endless discussion.
Gout Gout ha segnato un crono de 20 segundos. El velocista australiano está superando todo. Gout Gout ने 200 मीटर की querían llamarle Gout.
Gout Gout became the fastest 16-year-old in history. On top of that, the Australian record he broke was set in a super-fast Olympic final 56 years ago, and it won Peter Norman a silver medal.
I think Norman of Australia lean to beat John Carlos.
So was it overwhelming, you know, when you broke Peter Norman's record? What's it been like?
I wouldn't say overwhelming, but it was definitely, like, it was hard to process because I've never done that thing before and no one's done it for many years, obviously. So it was strange, but I definitely enjoyed the moment and really processed it well. So.
And those moments keep coming.
Hey, Brucey.
Away cleanly now.
Last weekend, at his state championships, Gout ran his first 200 metres since December's record.
He's hit the front, he's hit the straight.
It was wind-assisted and won't go into the record books, but regardless of that, he's the first Australian to break 20 seconds for the 200 metres.
Gout's your champion. You witnessed history.
To be there was a privilege, and this amazing young man wanted to share the joy.
You've given us all something to remember forever. You look after yourself.
Of course, you too.
You're precious.
Thank you.
19.98, didn't it?
No, it's not bad.
Might be windy, but it makes no difference.
Hey, I
really.
don't care. First Australian under 20 on the homegrown soil. Can't beat that even with a tailwind. We don't do if, we do when. Remember that, Bruce?
I will.
We've still got the 800.
Going into the Australian record books was incredible enough, but it was being faster than Bolt at 16 that launched Gout into the athletics universe. The comparisons are obvious. It's not just the times, there's also the technique.
He's got no tension in his legs. That torso is out there.
And the way he wins,
He just opens up.
coming from the back of the field like a hurricane. On social media, the greatest himself summed it up. He looks like young me.
I saw Bolt and he was beating in my margins, and I thought that was pretty cool.
And then your name and his name started to appear in the same sentence.
Yeah, indeed.
How did that feel?
I mean, obviously, in the moment, it feels great because everyone wants to be compared to Usain Bolt, the fastest athlete alive. And at times, it does get a bit overwhelming, but now that I've grown up and I'm a bit mature, my circle really helps me stay level, and I'm just basically trying to make a name for myself. Although I do run like Usain Bolt, I do maybe look like him in a couple of ways. I just trying to be myself and just trying to be the next Gout.
This is a race to decide the fastest human on planet Earth.
This is the world where Gout is headed. Sprinting's global circuit. There's glamour, strutting and showmanship, but a microsecond can mean millions of dollars. And already has for Gout. After signing with Adidas for 6 years, in January, he spent 2 weeks training with their stable of stars in Florida. Why January? Well, Gout had to get back for school.
Let's go.
Half an hour southwest of Brisbane, Gout attends Ipswich Grammar School, or IGS, as it's known to many.
The school's been a good experience for you?
Yes, 100%, yeah. Love the school. Ever since I came here, it's kind of felt like home, so.
Do you enjoy learning?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah. Obviously, school is not always the greatest experience, but like being at school with your mates is pretty much great. Couldn't ask for anything else.
You mentioned your mates.
Yeah.
Have you got some friends here?
Yeah, I have, like, pretty much all my friends are from here, and my whole friend group, all my friends, I pretty much met through RGS, which is great. And they've been my friends ever since. Morning, man, how are you? That's great. Morning, Tom, how are you? Just the boys, the way they smile when they see me is great, and I just love when their eyes light up, when their face lights up when they see me. It's great, and just I would love for the rest of the world to feel that as well.
When Gout ran his history-making 200 metres in December, his extended family was there.
Queensland and Australia's own Gout.
The Gout journey began in 2005, when Bonner and Monica fled civil war in South Sudan. 2 years later, Gout Gout was born. Keeping their privacy, they've chosen not to do any media, but it doesn't mean they're not thrilled about their second son. Can we talk about your family for a little bit? Bonner and Monica, Mum and Dad.
Yeah.
Tell us, what are they like?
Yeah, they're great. My mom's just like any other mom. She loves us and she cares for us. She's like the house taker, so she takes care of us. Used to take me to training when I didn't have my license, and she's always there. My dad, he works a lot, so he's in and out, but he obviously supports where he can, and obviously came to watch me that day as well. So.
And you've got some brothers and sisters?
Yes, I have 6 siblings. My older brother, Moen, my older sister, Shell, my younger sister, Atong, my 2 twins, which are girls, Adit and Achan, and my younger brother, Bo.
Gout's parents worked hard to get him into a private school, and Ipswich Grammar has a storied history of producing sports stars. Di, tell us about when you first saw Gout running around the oval at Ipswich Grammar.
I'd never seen him. And next minute I just saw him race against a particular boy and I'm like, who's that kid? Like, and they all just looked at me and I went, forget that one, who's that? Boing, that was just like, he's it. It was just the weirdest feeling, like a gut punch.
What was it?
I don't know, just the way he moved. It was like he's just so natural and just smooth in how he moved, even though technically he didn't know what he was doing. How did that feel?
Felt better.
It was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I thought you said it wasn't.
No, I said it was.
Oh, I thought you said it wasn't. No, it was really good. Did you want to have a quick look?
Yeah.
20 years ago, Di Shepherd was a single parent at Ipswich Grammar.
Limit your mouth, please.
Yearning to coach athletics.
Izzy, watch the heels.
But only staff members could coach. So she took a job in the school's uniform shop.
No shit today, people. In September 21, I put him aside and said, I want you to come and do the squad full time. Here's a because I have a training agreement that I get the parents and the kids to sign, because there's particular things in there that, as you probably know, my personality is pretty pedantic about, and there's no negotiables in there. Next time you turn up without a hat, you don't train, right?
Do you recall when you first knew that you were pretty quick?
Oh, yeah, Bruce, that was a great moment. I was running in the end house, and I was racing the state championship for his age group. He was a year younger than me at the time, and I basically beat him, and coach came up to me, she was like, I believe you can be someone, you can be one of the fastest in Australia, the fastest in the world. And that really touched me. And from then, I've been training with Di Shepherd, of course, and we've just been building on for that.
Straight up, straight down. And go on, yeah. Yeah, I just said to him, like, yeah, I know you can't afford it, family of 7, but how about I just want you to train with me because I believe we can go to the Olympics. And he just looked at me like, what? And I went, yeah, all the way, dude. If I can't do it, know full well I'll put you in the right spot.
There is an air of excitement around Gout because he's one of our own. You know, and he's just that normal kid with a big smile with his mates. Each lesson he moves between lessons, joking around like everyone else.
The games of the 35th Olympiad are awarded to Brisbane, Australia.
So, after Brisbane was announced as the 2032 Olympic city, that spring, 13-year-old Gout began to run very fast, almost as though a seed had taken root. Now let's go forward to 2022. Gout's 100 is now under 11 seconds. At 14 here, unplaced, but it's against 18-year-olds. And at this point, his coach dials the number of a manager. What were your first impressions of young Gout?
I came up to Brisbane to meet him. We went out for lunch, his mum, his sister, Gout and I, and Di. And we had a nice lunch. He's a 14-year-old kid. He was humble, friendly, respectful. I liked him. And I said to him, well, mate, you're a good runner. It's a long path. Stay focused. Keep enjoying it. Listen to your mum. Listen to Di, and I look forward to seeing you run in Adelaide in 2 weeks.
It's Gout all the way out in front there. Keep an eye on the clock. What's it going to say? 21:14.
I'm watching that and I went, oh, holy smoke, he's off the charts. Special talent. Super special talent.
James Templeton has managed athletes for 30 years. And a couple were what he calls super special talent.
But Bernard Leggett wins.
Comparisons. you're in a good position. You know the sport so well. And everyone, we see a new one and we think, oh, who do they remind me of? And you're smiling already, aren't you?
Yeah.
It's a track that sometimes we shouldn't go down, but we can't help ourselves.
I'm probably his biggest fan. You know, if you and countless others now love watching him run, come off that bend and run like a gift of the gods up the street. If you enjoy that, where do you think I fit? Obviously, people throw around the comparisons to Usain Bolt.
The Bolt of the future.
And I never do, and I'll back away from that. How can that be of benefit to a young guy? And he understands that the comparison is much because of the flow, the movement.
Let the legs loose and let the kid run.
It invokes a certain feeling watching a young Gout.
Gout's first overseas trip was to the World Under-20 titles in Peru last year.
Coming into the championship, I was ranked 11th, so coming out in the heats, I was winning. I was like, maybe I can actually make it to the final and maybe fight for the medal.
It is Gout. Remember, this young man is only 16 years old.
One race later, he was into the final.
Let's go.
But Gout was up against a favourite, fresh off an Olympic medal and 18 months older.
Lyles is a great starter and he has that really nice push.
Lyles always runs a great bend.
So coach told me he's gonna get out hard on that bend. So just stay calm, stay preserved, and use that bend to get into your rhythm. As soon as you're off the bend, hit the medal, and that's what I did.
Now watch Gout.
I was running him down.
Gout starting to roll. Just too late.
At the finish time, I was second. I definitely did my race plan, did what coach told me to do, and ended up really well, so.
Gout gave a glimpse of why he is a name for the future.
Gout's warming up. If people are impressed so far, hold on to your hat.
Outside, inside, we don't stop.
After the run in Lima, Gout was signed to a 6-year, multi-million-dollar deal with Adidas.
Global, worldwide, we don't stop.
He kept on accelerating. In November, taking a third of a second off his 200 metres. And a month later, making the history that catapulted his name around the globe. Did it surprise you? Because we've been waiting and waiting, and you did it so quickly from the World Championships through to December.
Well, Bruce, I mean, I think it did surprise me a little bit, but it was always in my back of my head. I was always meant to run that time. Maybe I didn't think it was that soon, obviously, but when I ran that time, I was happy, I was joyful, it was great, because coming off that World Junior season, I was coming off second with a PB, so I was thrilled, basically. And then I came off December and broke it again, so it was surreal for sure.
Do you reckon Dai's got what it does take to go to a level that you're suggesting he might go to?
No, I'm not suggesting it. He's going to go to that level. Sorry.
And what?
Just gut instinct, just his whole persona, everything about him.
And what level's that?
Top Olympic gold. Might not be 28, but definitely going to happen in 2032. But we're aiming for 28.
How exciting, because I don't think Australia's experienced anything quite like this. Maybe Cathy Freeman's the last one.
Yeah.
Is that the way you feel?
Pretty much, yeah.
It's showtime.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
The Netflix series Sprint opened the eyes of many to life in the fastest lanes of human performance.
Everybody wants to be the champion.
Gout's contract with Adidas opened the door to sprinting's inner sanctum, the training squad of Olympic 100 metres champion and ultimate showman Noah Lyles.
I gotta kill these guys.
These are the big boys.
Yes.
You were just 17. How was that?
It was a great experience. I just learned that I just keep my feet on the ground and just keep focusing on what I need to focus. They're where I want to go, and I'm where they started.
So everybody, Gout Gout. That's how you say his name.
That's right. And even if the big guns don't yet see him as a challenge, he laid down his own for this year's world titles.
Tokyo, I'm trying to show you what's up. So I'm trying to come out there with a
That's what I love to hear.
So, whatever I gotta do to show, no, I'm coming for that spot.
You love that humility and resilience, etc., but there's a showman about him.
There is, yeah. But I didn't see that in him at the start. But yeah, I suppose I saw him, he's a bit cheeky.
I'ma chase out feeling like
There's something about him.
100%. Everything we do feels right. Like each step that we do is just, yeah.
You're on the start of something that's, who knows where it might take us all. And take
To the
you
top.
to the top.
To the top.
I better buy a ticket for Brisbane.
I think you better buy a few.
The Florida trip told Di Shepherd she is on target. Not that she's about to change, as Spotlight found when she allowed a couple of Aussie legends to watch training.
Oh, Matt.
Shirvo, how are you, mate? Nice to meet you. How you going? Thanks for doing this.
Of course, of course.
Are you running a bit late?
No, I'm on time.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sorry, you're a bit late, Mr. Hollywood.
Okay, to be fair.
No.
Jordan.
Don't blame Jordan. Move. Before 9. Early is on time. On time is late.
Yet Coach Di was still happy to host some Australian athletics royalty.
Hi, Raelene Boyle.
How you doing?
Nice to meet you.
You too.
Nice to meet you.
Just hearing about Di's background at Ipswich, so she had to sign on in the uniform shop just to be employed so she could coach.
Well, man,
was
it's
there for
so
15
funny. But
years.
back in those days, it was such a man's world.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't even talk to me.
Wow.
How long ago was that?
22 years.
Oh, yeah, OK.
So 03 I started
Yeah,
there.
no. It was a very different world 22 years ago. It was a very different world 50 years ago.
Oh, I can imagine.
Let me tell you.
Oh, yeah.
I can imagine.
Mexico City, 1968. The start of the 100-meter dash final. 17-year-old Raelene Boyle is one of the 8 finalists.
Named a National Living Treasure in 1998, Raelene Boyle is a 3-time Olympian who won her first silver medal at Gout's age. It was at the same games where Peter Norman set the record Gout broke.
I decided that the next Olympics I'd just go for broke.
Raelene finished her long career perfectly on the very track where Gout trains. Like Gout,
What a moment for Matt Shirvington, 20-year-old Australian.
Matt Shirvington broke a national record as a teenager.
Thompson comes at him with Fredericks, then Shirvington, but it's Edo!
He ran 10.03 in 1998.
Oh, I can't believe it.
But then through the Sydney 2000 Olympics, Matt was unable to go faster.
Shirvington's got work to do. Sakari might take him, I think. Yes, Matt Bolden.
Taking speed into adulthood is not a given.
How are you going with all the attention and stuff?
Oh, just doing it.
It is what it is?
Yeah. Just do my thing.
Do you mind? Like, do you...
Well, sometimes...
Okay. Do you like it?
Yeah, I enjoy it.
That's it.
Very hard.
Oh! That was good.
I know you're working out. I'm Raelene.
Oh,
nice to meet you. Good on you,
Gold
mate.
medalist.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're just delighted to come here and meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
How are you feeling today?
Pretty good.
Yeah? It's so easy. Ah! He's like he's been made by someone that just wanted to make the perfect sprinter.
Yeah, let's do a Lego fast man.
Just like, I would like an athlete that looks like this, that runs this fast, that is going to be the next best thing in track and field. Go and bing.
Isn't it nice when there's somebody that you can watch time and time again and you don't get sick of it? They're pretty to watch. They're covering the ground well.
That's it, that's it.
That's better.
How does it feel knowing that someone believes in you so much that they're willing to pay you to do what you love?
It's just great. I mean, like, it's pretty much someone paying you to follow your dreams.
Yeah.
So it's literally every kid's dream. I'm living it, so it's great.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Do you hear him coming?
Oh, yes, yeah. Some days I hear his breath, or some days I hear his footsteps, and that's the scariest. Or like, unlike the band, if I'm beating him here, all I hear is and I hear footsteps, and then I know he's gone.
That sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, it is.
It was lovely to meet you guys.
Good on you, Gav.
Thank you, thank you.
Be following you closely.
Of course, thank you very much.
Hey, so nice to meet you, mate. All the best. Thank you for inviting us to training.
Of course, anytime.
Cheers.
So, thank you for coming out of the way as well. So
yeah, no, easy.
Great meeting you guys, and
stay like you are.
Yeah.
Of course. You're a nice man.
Thank you very much.
Remain humble. Good luck.
Yeah. Thank you.
Good on you,
thank
man.
You guys.
Go do your cool down, otherwise Di's going to shout at you.
Oh, yeah, that's my cool down.
Out of this race with a person.
Cathy Freeman has run an astonishing time.
With each major achievement, the rising expectations of her country may have swamped a lesser person.
Cathy Freeman.
Look at Cathy. It's her greatest moment. By so far, it doesn't matter.
There was setback.
Freeman going strongly up to almost halfway. Victory, a magnificent performance. What a legend. What a champion.
It's always good to see you. You're looking well.
Oh, thank you, as are you.
How good's your memory? What was it like when you were 16 or 17 and a really good young athlete?
I've still got photographs of myself at that age, so and it helps me remember what it felt like, for sure. The excitement was always brewing. Yeah, a little bit of fear as well, but a lot of excitement.
The golden girl of Sydney's Olympics has been watching Gout Gout's stunning progress.
This kid, Bruce, what is this? What's going on?
You know better than me.
Oh, do I?
Well,
do I?
You've lived it.
Right.
So, but it has blown everybody away because he's doing things that 16 and 17-year-olds aren't supposed to be able to do.
Yeah, I didn't realise, but he's just something else. Watching him race, it's like he's running downhill in the last 100. It's like he's been shot out of a cannon or something. Come on! I think he's an absolute joy. He's an absolute delight.
Cathy could be talking about herself as a teenager, yet by Gout's age, in 1990, she'd won a senior medal for her country.
Well, you were 16 when you won a Commonwealth Games gold medal.
Cathy Freeman got the baton away cleanly. But she's won the gold medal for Australia.
Can you see the similarities, though, Cathy? You know, Ipswich school, the Queensland bit and all those. He's got a big family and comes from a fantastic story that we're all going to live in. Can you see some similarities with yourself?
I think he's probably smarter than I was at that age.
He's quicker.
He's definitely quicker.
From school hero to the top of a home Olympics podium is the journey Cathy made, and the one Gout is hoping to travel.
What about ambition? Because that's similar to looking forward to, but
Yeah.
when you're a Commonwealth Games gold medalist at such a young age, did that spark some more drive in you, or did you always have it?
It was my stepdad who encouraged me to put the sign up on the wall, I'm the world's greatest athlete. And so that kind of, the seed was planted 6 years previous, which is a long time, but kind of a short time at the same time.
They now push it up slowly.
Gout Gout and his team are now in the same position Cathy was back in 1993.
7 years out, so in 1993 you make the semi-finals of the World Championships, and you know that the Sydney Olympics are, because that's when we knew, and look at you smiling. So did you think about it then, 7 years out?
I remember when, hello, and the winner is Sydney.
Yeah.
The winner is Sydney, Australia.
And then the mind of any Australian athlete who's looking towards the 2000 year of the 2000 games. Well, yeah, immediately, I felt like Astro Boy, jets had gone from out under the soles of my feet, and I'd become some sort of animated superhero.
I wish I felt like that.
Honey, where's my silver suit?
You said he runs downhill a bit. I mean, does he remind you of anyone? Do you think there's any bolt about him or not?
Oh, he said recently, Gout Gout, that he wants to be Gout Gout and not like Usain. So I can completely get his point of view on that. But certainly he would be prepared for the comparisons, wouldn't he, Gout? I think he's his own story. I think he's his own future, his own present, and it's going to be a unique tale. I hope to be there watching him in 7 years' time. He'll be 24, is that right? He said so. 24.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
You'll get a good seat, don't worry.
Okay, Bruce.
1A. 1A.
Oh, 1A, you reckon? Okay. Yeah, all right. So, yeah, you know what I'm like. You know what I'm like. So, but wherever I'm sitting, I just wish him all the best.
A vote of confidence in Gout from a true Australian champion. And Cathy knows uniquely what it takes to make a champion.
A couple of years ago, less than that, there was an enormous honour, a Cathy Freeman stand at the Olympic Stadium. And from the program, which I was lucky enough to be there that day, just this morning before we had this chat, I looked at this and I thought to myself, what makes a champion, Cathy? Do you mind, these are your words, do you mind reading
Did I
it?
say this?
You said it.
Okay, I hope so. I'm just going to trust that the silliness of me, hey?
Why don't you read it?
Okay.
Do you mind reading it?
I would read it for you, Bruce.
Thank you.
I wanted to be an Olympic champion and I didn't care about the goings-on around me. In my heart and with all of my soul, I was ready, willing, and I was very able. I had a deadly sense of self-belief. I'd go to another level, and so I had a deadly sense of self-conviction, where you can say whatever you want, you can do whatever you want, but you're not going to touch me. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's accurate. So what do you think?
Okay. Talked about taking a journey and taking yourself and taking people with you, Cathy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. But often, it was my mother and my brothers who were there and my stepfather who were there in Sydney 25 years ago. So nearly 25 years ago. So, but certainly it's nice to know that people love you and embrace you and hold you dear. You know that. It's nice to share your life with others and Not just the highs, but the lows as well. And feeling safe is I would say that's part of what it would take to become a champion. There you go, Gout Gout. I just got shivers in. Yeah, there you go.
I've got them too. I love chatting with you.
I love chatting with you too. Mwah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
She has run the race of her life. It's the fastest Olympic final ever. Unbelievable race.
There's a young man that we're going to talk about in a moment who lives about 30 minutes from here.
That's right.
And I reckon he's already thinking about it. I feel like we're taking a journey, a bit like young Gout Gout, down Brisbane in the city of our Olympic dreams. He only lives 30 minutes away from here. It's exciting though, isn't it?
It is exciting. I mean, this was my finale City of Dreams in '82, and it was only the Commonwealth Games.
I think she's got it run. She's 5 or 6 metres clear. Raelene Boyle's got the gold medal. Her 7th Commonwealth Games gold medal. What a moment.
And I think about this boy who has so many opportunities in front of him. He's talented. He's a good kid. I think this boy can do a Cathy Freeman from 2000.
Well, that is a big call. Shiva, you were around for Sydney. I mean, you would have been 14 when you knew that Sydney had the Olympics.
Do you know what, Bruce? And that's the thing. We're 7 years away.
God, not 14.
And I know. And, well, I went down to Manly. I got on a Sydney ferry. I went over to the Opera House, Circular Quay there, and Juan Antonio was up on the big screen. I literally arrived and he said, the winner is Sydney. From that moment, my life changed. I was a 14-year-old and I never thought it would be possible to half an hour away from where I grew up compete at the Olympic Games. So for Gout to have that, and I am super excited for him, but I'm super excited for everyone in these office buildings, in these apartment blocks, because it will change your life. It will be a milestone. And don't go away. Don't put your house on the market. Stay here and enjoy it, please, because it is quite a remarkable experience.
Particularly if they get some venues built.
Well, that would be good too.
I think that's going to happen. So the pressure on a young 17-year-old now, he's dreaming big and he's prepared to say that this is what he wants, and so are the people around him. It's a long journey, isn't it?
I'd be careful of being too forward planning. You're forward planning, but do it for you and quietly. The opportunities that are going to come along, you've got to be able to say no. The coach, is the coach going to stay around forever? Is she going to be there to the end of his career? Management could make a lot of money out of this boy, but are they going to be able to say, well, no, this doesn't fit into our regime? His family, are they going to get so excited that they've won the medal before he's won the medal?
Manager, coach, family, tick, tick, tick.
Yeah.
I mean, they've done a wonderful job with him.
Yeah.
He's a A+ student, this young boy.
Yeah.
He's got his feet on the ground. Education's important for him.
Yeah.
He knows it's a journey, but the moment you meet him, you know you're in the presence of someone special.
Yeah.
You just do. He's got something that is rare.
I go beyond the nerves. I see all of those things that you spoke about as exciting. It's part of the journey. He's only really competed at a junior level. We haven't really seen him at a senior level yet, and that's the most exciting thing.
So how does he handle that, Boyley, when he's running against the absolute big boys?
You know, Matt'd know as well. It's when you get down on the starting blocks and there's 7 people in the race that you know can beat you. Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
And you go...
Look at you.
Making me edgy now. When I was young, Bruce, I used to start a race. Before the race, I'd say, good luck, shake their hand and, you know, go well. I was just a nice kid from Sydney, whatever. And until one moment, Linford Christie, Olympic champion at the time, and it was a small race, went to shake his hand, he slaps it away. And I thought, what is going on here? He came up to me after the race and he said, I'm not going to shake your hand for two reasons. One, I feel like you're taking my energy away, but also I need to show everyone else in this field that I'm not intimidated by you, I'm not giving in to you, so I'm not shaking your hand before we start. It was an eye-opener.
So how excited should we all be, guys?
Why wouldn't you be excited about the journey of a young athlete that is showing he can be already the fastest that we've ever produced? Why would you not be excited about that?
Everyone should know his name. Everyone in Australia should know his name. I think he's great for the country and he's wonderful for himself, and his parents must be so proud.
Oh, they are.
There are people in Australia that have never watched athletics in their lives that know who Gout Gout is.
And they watch Cathy.
That is amazing. And the only other one probably is Cathy Freeman.
Yeah.
Yep.
We all know where we were on that night, don't we? You were watching a warm-up.
You and I were working.
Well, I was actually sitting next to you.
You were going like this. You were a mess.
Unbelievable. Sensational. Am I allowed to say that?
Say whatever you want, Cathy. And I'm thinking that we are going to have another moment.
Yeah.
And there's so much has got to go right. So much has got to go right between now and then. But if it does, it'll happen, I think.
The most beautiful thing about the Gout story is that we can make all the comparisons in the world. He is going to be unique, and his journey is going to be his journey. And I can't wait to get on board.
He's already unique.
He is.
He's already unique.
Love it.
You two are excited.
So excited.
And so am I. And why not?
Because we wish we were Gout and starting it all again.
Paulie, shall we have a bubble?
I reckon we should have a bubbles.
The whole country's going to support you, you know that, and you would have felt that in the last few months, that, you know, you're better known than you were and everyone's going to take a huge interest in you.
Yeah.
But at times, people's hopes are not realised. There's ups and downs.
Yeah.
Are you going to be prepared for that, do you think? That sort of being in the spotlight?
Yeah, 100%, Bruce. I think I'm prepared, and I'm prepared to take basically the country's weight on my shoulders, and even whatever pressure that hits me, I know I can overcome it. Just representing Australia, I know I can do that to the fullest and pretty much just be myself and show the world that Australia is a force to be reckoned with.
At the moment, Gout shares a car with his family. With his Adidas money, he'll be able to afford his own, and he wants to go to uni in Brisbane. Life for all these boys is about to change, and they know it.
Oh, we've been here before? We've been here, yeah. Bro, that was such a side quest how we did the cross-country thing. Because we were like the officials at cross-country, or state cross-country.
To think, Gout was a cross-country official at what might turn out to be an Olympic stadium says so much about his ambition. To compete at home in 2032, it's distant, yet so close.
How determined is he? You see him in places that none of us do. You see him on a training track where nobody's watching and nobody's clapping. So tell us about that athlete, that determination, that ambition.
He's extremely determined to get to the top, and he knows he has the ability. But there's no arrogance in him. But he just puts his foot down all the time at training. So when we want to hit a target, he strives to hit the target.
Gout, can you go faster?
100%. I believe I can go faster than I believe I can go real fast. I know that I'm just a boy right now, but once I start growing into my body, getting quite stronger, I know that those times will drop and I'm going to be fast.
And James' expectations. So the reality is There's a handful of Australian men have made the final of the Olympics in the 100 and the 200.
Yeah.
No one since 1968 has made either 100 or 200 final. That's now 57 years. Is it realistic to think that this young man could be an Olympic finalist?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, definitely. It's happening. That's how confident I am in him, and not just a finalist. He'll be a contender. And that's my hope, that the sporting public of Australia, you know, the people who love their NRL, AFL, are thinking, God, we've got a guy. We've got a guy and we're behind him. And you know what? He's a good guy. And he's someone we like and know. Rock solid Aussie, cracking young guy. And we've got a guy who's going to show the world. And he will be. That's my confidence in it.
It's a beautiful way to end. I don't want to put too much pressure on you, Gout, but both your manager and your coach have this incredible belief, and they're happy to say it.
Yeah.
They're happy to say it. They believe that you can win an Olympic gold medal.
That's right, Bruce. They put that faith in me and put that belief in me, and I believe that in myself. I believe with the right training and just with myself and just getting older, I believe that when the time comes, I'll be able to take a snag at Olympic gold for Australia.
All the very best.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure meeting you.